Right now, across the United States, 3 out of every 4 patient bills go unpaid. That is 76% of patient revenue entirely uncollected. In 2025, healthcare providers lost $48 billion to uncollected patient balances. Even insured patients are failing to pay. This bar chart shows insured patient yield dropping from 45.1% to 42.4% in 1 year. Patients aren't suddenly deciding to ignore their bills en masse. A drop in collections of this magnitude points directly to a workflow failure inside the clinic. The work required to collect these balances is simply falling through the cracks. This graph charts self-pay bad debt over time, showing a 450% increase since 2018. The volume of uncollected patient revenue is compounding rapidly. Standard revenue cycle models were built for an era where payers covered the bulk of the cost. They are blind to modern, high-deductible payment behaviors, resulting in a continuous financial leak. To fix the leak, look at your timeline. There is a mid-cycle gap between the front desk and the billing team. The front desk is entirely consumed handling the phones, while the billing team pushes complex payer claims out the door. That leaves crucial mid-cycle work, running eligibility checks, coordinating benefits, and collecting patient balances before service as everyone's responsibility, which means it is no one's actual job. If you try to plug this gap by hiring in-house, the math works against you. When you add up a medical biller's base salary, benefits, payroll taxes, and training overhead, a single fully loaded employee costs up to $75,000 a year. That investment is highly fragile. Billing and registration roles see consistent churn. Every single time an employee leaves, your accounts age out while you spend 3 months training a replacement. Applying a traditional internal hiring model to a specialized mid-cycle problem creates an expensive cycle of turnover and training, all while the uncollected accounts keep piling up. Smart practices are moving away from generic call centers and deploying highly specialized AAPC and AHIMA-credentialed experts instead. Organizations like Staffingly provide these dedicated specialists to work directly inside your practice's existing electronic medical record system, operating as a native extension of your team. Because the same specialists work your accounts every single day, they learn the nuances of your specific payer mix and patient population, rather than reading blindly from a script. This human expertise is layered with AI-assisted smart routing. As seen in this digital sorting diagram, incoming patient accounts are automatically evaluated and routed into prioritized lanes. This predictive workload management ensures the team focuses their effort on the accounts most likely to pay, hitting urgent balances before they age past the critical 90-day mark. All of this happens within an enterprise-grade compliance framework. The remote operation maintains strict adherence to SOC 2, HIPAA, and HITRUST standards. Resolving the mid-cycle gap requires extending your clinical environment with secure, augmented human capital. Integrating an external team usually comes with the fear of operational downtime. Staffingly bypasses that friction with a strict 14-day deployment timeline and a 14-day risk-free pilot. The deployment is systematic. Step 1 is a dedicated kickoff call for mapping out your exact EMR setup, your payer mix, and your internal protocols. Following the kickoff, secure encrypted EMR access is established and verified within 24 to 48 hours. Once live, the optimization phase begins. Daily quality reviews and weekly KPI dashboards help the team to tighten the payer scripts, track the account accuracy, and steadily improve overall yield. A systematic deployment architecture takes what used to be a chaotic transition and turns it into a predictable operational upgrade for the practice. Placed side by side, an in-house hire costs $75,000 a year. Staffingly specialists start at $399 a week. For multiple seats, the rate drops to $349 per week, month to month with no long-term contracts. The ripple effects of this integration hit both sides of the practice. Having clear financial conversations before the visit dramatically increases first-pass collection rates and patient satisfaction. Internally, clearing out the mid-cycle clutter frees your billing team to focus entirely on pursuing high-value, complex payer claims. Closing the gap between the front desk and the billing team moves the revenue cycle from reactive fixes to a proactive, integrated system. Stop letting your patient revenue age into bad debt. Claim your 14-day risk-free pilot with Staffingly and get your mid-cycle fully staffed and profitable within 2 weeks.